Welcome back everyone to Pineleaf Plays the Burglar, and we are back here in Nothgar in Fungalhad with Bori, whom we rescued in the last episode, and I'm sure he's catching up on times with Broin here, but apparently Bori is remembering old stories.
During my imprisonment, to pass the time, I recited to myself the old stories.
The old stories that Broin and I listened to in our childhood. Tales of Khazad-dûm, mostly, and of the quest of the dragon upon which our grandfathers adventured. Through the long hours of my captivity, I came to remember details from those stories I had long since forgotten. I remembered how Gandalf brought to Thorin Oakenshield the key and map given him by Thorin's father Thrain, who was captive in the dungeons of the Necromancer, in the dungeons of Dol Guldur. How came Gandalf into those dungeons? Why, Petronella, he must have found a secret way in. Ooh, is that what you're wondering about? What do you say about that, Seagullet?
I remember too the stories of Mithrandir.
The dwarf may be on to something, Petronella. Yes, I have heard the tales of which he speaks. More than that, a friend of ours played a part in it. Poor unfortunate Radir journeyed with Mithrandir on that long ago quest to the dungeons of the Necromancer. He spoke one of the time, of the ways they trod together, and that there was a secret way into the foundations of the fortress seemed a certainty to me. We must find it, Petronella. It must be somewhere in the base of the rocky spire on which Dol Guldur stands, either in Gothburz or in the Ashen Slades. Fine. I need to find the entrance, the secret entrance, to Dol Guldur.
Dimly remembered stories from his childhood, oft repeated in the darkness of his cell, have struck the spark of memory in Bori the dwarf. He is certain the passage you discovered is the same used by Mithrandir long ago to enter Dol Guldur in secret.
Let's find out if that is the case. If we could find out anything here, well, there are a couple more here. Actually, I can now do that, which is something I couldn't do in the past. I was worried that I'd never get improved riddle in this stance, but apparently, yes, you can get it. Oh, it makes taking out a pair much, much easier. Much, much easier. I rolled a 1! Oh! Yep. We have arrived, my friend, but now that we are here, I wish it were not. Yeah? I did not conceal the danger from you, Radir. Did you believe this journey into the fortress of the Necromancer would be easy? I would have sought another guide had I known this to be true. It was spoken in jest, Mithrandir. Well, mostly in jest. In truth, who could wish to be in this forsaken place? It was well spoken, Radir, but there are things that need finding out. Then I hope we find them out and emerge from these caverns the better for it. There we go. Now that unlocks the next stage of our travels. Whichever way that is. Ah! This way. Yeah, into here. Against whites, and they pretty much do shadow damage, don't they? Yippee daisies! So what I was thinking of before doesn't work very well. Fortunately, I can steal a riddle to reduce my troubles. And to... You've got bad breath. That's all I gotta say about that. Let's see... Whack. And whack. And your breath is even worse. Wow. I didn't think that would be possible. Hold a moment, Radir. We have done well to come this far, but I must go the rest of the way alone. But why? Have I not proved myself a staunch companion? I cannot let you face the Necromancer on your own. My dear Radir, did you think I questioned your bravery earlier? I did not. I do not know what this Necromancer is, but I have my suspicions. If any of them be true, even Gandalf the Grey would be a fool to face him in his fortress. But how can that be? How can the Necromancer wield such power? I go to find out. Stay here, my friend. I will have need to find you when you return. I need of you when I return. Yes. Okay. Up, 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 up. Up, 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 up. Up, up. Yeah, there we go. Next! So that's 2 sections opened up. And what next? This way, this way, this... Whoopsie daisy. I almost smack ran into a troll. That wouldn't have been very smart. An outcast troll. An outcast troll that likes to step on hobbits. Worst kind! The part about wanting to step on hobbits, that's the part that's the worst kind. Hopefully I'm going to turn him into the best type of troll. And you know what the best type of troll is? Yeah, that type. The dead type. There you go. I have never been to a place like this. Already his presence corrupts the woods around. That is the way of such evil. If it is not checked, it will spread outward in all directions, corrupting good lands and people. I will stand against the evil. I am not afraid. Alright, that is it for the trolls. Who is next? This way. Around, is that it? Does the other side next? Oh yeah, looks like it's the other side next. Right, that way is... There's trouble remembering, okay, which is the path you need and when? This way, that way, aha, yeah, here's the next area. 2 shades, oh, they don't have an aura on them, how convenient. Nice when they don't have auras. And that I am able to actually sneak up on them and go... Now, how you go stabby stab into a shade, I haven't the slightest idea, but I'll take it, I'll take it. Forgotten shade. Well, maybe you should have stayed forgotten. And more past images. If this Necromancer is so powerful, how can he not know we are here? It is true that were he looking for them, there are signs that might reveal us to him. As long as I refrain from any display of power, he should not be aware of our presence. His own wicked sorcery served to hide us from him, like a whisper in a crowded room. Then may the room remain crowded, and the whisper silent. Alright, that is another one done. And let's see. Now the next one will be in this direction, I guess. Circle about. And aha, the goblins. Now this is going to be the toughest one because there are 3 goblins. So I'm definitely not going to be able to do it in the same way that I've done the others. Oh. Let's get rid of the impending stun before it stuns me. That's 2 down. Aha, you woke up. Had a nice sleep? Good. I'm sorry to have disturbed. Oh, yeah, get rid of that. Don't want the poison to time out. Whew. There you go. There is something different about the foes we have faced in this cavern. I cannot quite decide what it might be. It is my guess that they are outcasts. No, do not look surprised. They are still our enemies. These are they to whom the Necromancer has little use, for whatever reason. And so it is they collect in the detritus beneath his fortress, beneath his notice. It is my hope we will be the same. Right. Beneath his notice, you mean? Yeah. Now, I think since we've taken care of all 3 of the wings, that it's time to get... No, it's not time to get lost. It is time to get back to the center, probably, with more whites or whatever. Oh, yeah, there... Oh, only one of them. Well, I could live with that, especially considering that there's an aura on this one. That's going to make things tougher. Yep, bad breath. Next! Mithrandir! Where are you? Something is wrong. Why has he been gone so long? Should I go up after him? He told me not to do so, but... Mithrandir! What's happened to your staff? I had to leave it behind. There's little time. What happened up there, Mithrandir? Thrain is dead. He did not know his name at the end, but it could only have been him. The dwarf ring, last of the 7, has been taken from him. There are shouts from above. We must leave. Listen to me, Radir. The Necromancer is Sauron. He has returned. And that is the point where Mithrandir learns about that. And that's the little point of news, I guess, that Gandalf uses to get the White Council to assault on the Necromancer. Oopsie daisy, that didn't go well. Hopefully this will. Ooh. Well, I'll just have to use a crit on him then. And if I can't get one on him, I get the other. Whack! Ah! Footsteps! And not Mithrandir, but Sigalith and Broin. I can hardly believe it, but this passage is exactly what we need in order to launch our final assault upon Dol Guldur. We will surprise them from below, and be within the walls of the fortress before our foes know that they are under attack. We will return with a sizable company and launch our final assault. And there we will go. That proved to be productive.
Both Radir and Mithrandir have aided us, even in death.
I guess that just about sums it up.
The last assault on Dol Guldur is upon us.
We will strike against the stronghold of the Nazgul in Mirkwood, and may the very foundations of the tower shake with the drums of battle. Goldagnir has drawn up a plan for the assault. Speak with him to learn your role in this. Yep, I'm going to guess that it is... Let me see. What could our role possibly be? Well, everybody else goes and does one thing. I by myself go and do another that is in some way very important. How about that? Does that sum it up, Goldagnir?
There will be no better time than this to assault the tower of the Nazgul.
Lord Celeborn has determined that we cannot withstand the counter-attack should all of the armies of Dol Guldur move on us at once. This will be our final offensive. We will divide our forces and lead a concentrated attack upon the tower. The main force of the Golden Host will assault the front entrance, clearing the way for a second group of adventurers, a kinship of great notoriety, to assault the tower. I can guess which group I'm in. That's right. Meanwhile, you and your allies... Clearing the way for a second group of adventurers, a kinship of great notoriety, to assault the tower. Meanwhile, you and your allies will be a third group to enter the fortress by secret way used by Mithrandir and engage in a skirmish within the tower. The enemy will be in disarray, not knowing on what front to battle, and we will have the day. Right, so we are going to have the Golden Host attack the front entrance. A kinship of notoriety is going to assault the tower directly, and that I am to sneak in and confuse them and probably look for an axe or something like that. Alright, I think I got that all settled down, and I suppose that's what we're going to be doing in the next episode of Pineleaf Plays The Burglar.